how did you come up with the idea of the film?
I was actually approached with the screenplay, with the original stage play by the writer Michael Edison Hayden. Michael is a longtime collaborator of mine. We have 2 other projects in development currently. He's a journalist for the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. And we have been working for the past 2 years on a film called The Books, which looked like it was going to go into production in 2011. And while we were talking about this, he said, I have this old play called The Exhibitionists. I wrote it in grad school. I think it could be a film. And I just said, well, write me a draft. I can't commit to it right now. We've got these other projects. And he sent it to me, and I'll never forget, I read the script for the first time, and it so terribly disturbed me that I had to immediately put it away. But I woke up the next morning and I thought, we have to make this film. Like, if I don't make this film, no one's going to go make this film.
So how did you get in contact with your lead actor for the film?
Richard.
How did you...
Richard came into audition. This was a film, I have a great casting director, her name is Lois Drabkin. I will work with her till the day I die, I hope, and as long as people want me to make movies. Lois was a big fan of Richard's and brought him in. I didn't know Richard really well before then. And he just came into the room and he gave a great read. He really gave a great read. I mean, this was really a film where the casting process illuminated itself. The roles are so specific. Even though it's an ensemble film, all 7 of the main characters are really pronounced, and people would come in and I knew right away with Richard, with Laverne Cox, with Lauren Hodges. The cast as a whole really, they'd come in and I knew when we'd found them.
So Richard, this is directed toward you. So your character goes to the boundaries of the edge per se, in a lot of ways. How did you get there as an actor? What was your motivation? What was how did you think of this role?
How did I get that depraved and that twisted? It's already there, man. That's where I live. That's where it would be. No, it's Michael and I met several times before the film, and we did a lot of pre-rehearsal preps, talking. We figured it all out. It's a lot of this sort of thing is all about the prep. Because you haven't got time on a film of this scale to do it on the day. You've got 50 other people working and stuff, and you've got time. So we put a lot of time and effort into it. We talked a lot. He gave me lots of movies to watch and performances to watch, and we just went from there. That's usual sort of prep. But he's definitely deprived and pushes the boundaries for sure. Yeah, but I don't want to give that anyway.
Yeah. Richard really had a willingness to go, into the character. And we worked in these kinds of exhausting conditions. The film was made in just over 10 days, which, for anyone who's familiar with production, that's an incredibly spare production budget to make a feature-length film in. There are shorts that shoot for longer than we shot a feature. And I think, 2 things can happen with that, which is one, everyone can kind of fall into a place of exhaustion, or everyone can go to a place of delirium that kind of opens up the performances. And I thought we got pretty delirious pretty quick, which was nice.
We did. We were all locked in pretty much one location. I mean, we went to a couple of other places, but it's all set in one apartment, for the whole film. And most of the shoot, we were trapped in one hot, humid New York summer apartment. Yeah. And we all got pretty close, on top of each other, literally. Yeah. Which was perfect for this film, of course.